Welcome dear students. Today we'll see the introductory part of corporate accounting, which is the syllabus for SYBCOM semester 3. So session will divide into three or four part. That is, first we'll try to understand the concept of corporate accounting. Second, we'll see the objectives of syllabus. Third, we'll go through the detailed overview of your syllabus, then evaluation methods and some reference book. So let's start with the understanding concept of corporate accounting. So when you see the corporate accounting is a branch of your accounting. So every company who are registered under the Companies Act 2013 need to prepare their final accounts according with the law. So the corporate accounting, which is fundamental aspects of financial reporting for the business. We can see that sole proprietorship and partnership is not required by law to prepare the final accounts, but the companies are required by law to keep accurate books of accounts and to prepare the final accounts annually in accordance with the Companies Act 2013. A company's final accounts are made up the balance sheet and profit and loss account for that time frame. The format and substance of the company's balance sheet and profit and loss statement are prescribed by the section 129 of the Companies Act 2013. A company's balance sheet must be created in accordance with the Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. Schedule 3 specify the minimal information that must be shown on the balance sheet, the statement of profit and loss account, and the notes to accounts. A company's statement of profit and loss must be prepared in accordance with the Part 2 of Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. So let's try to understand the objective of corporate accounting syllabus. Objective of the course given by the University of Pune while understanding the concept of corporate accounting subject. So here first objective. There are various concepts, objectives and applicability of some important accounting standard associated with the corporate accounting. The accounting standards AS5, which deals with the net profit or loss for the period items and changes in the accounting policies. Second, accounting standards deal with the 10 property, plant and equipment. Accounting standard 14 accounting for amalgamation and accounting standard 21 which dealing with consolidated financial statements. So we'll understanding the concept, objectives, applicability of these accounting standard. You can see the second accounting standard second objective of corporate accounting course. We try to understand the difference between the commencement and incorporation of the company. So both are the two important stage of the company and the accounting treatment for the transactions during the both the phase. So basically commencement, which may be before the incorporation of the company, and we need to understand the difference between the two concepts and how we make accounting treatment, how we give the make accounting treatment for the both the situations. Third objective, to update the students with the knowledge of preparation of final account of the companies as per Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013. Fourth objective, to empower the students with the skills to interpret the financial statement in a simple and summarized manner for an effective decision making process. So here we'll try to understand the how we develop the skills to interpret the financial statement, which profit and loss account, balance sheets, notes to accounts, cash flow statements, and all the statements we need to understand. We will try to understand. We'll try to read the all the financial statements. So these skills need to be developed. So these are the four objectives we'll try to understand. So we will go with the syllabus part. Depth of the program is fundamental based knowledge. So you can see the first chapter on your screen. So first chapter is deal with the accounting standard as we discussed earlier. So there are few accounting standards which are associated with the corporate accounting. We'll try to understand their concepts, objectivity, objectives and importance and their applicability towards the corporate accounting standard 5, 10, 14 and 21. So we'll try to understand their applicability with the practical examples. So skills to be developed, to develop the conceptual understanding about the various accounting standard and applicability in corporate accounting. Here is the second chapter, profit period to the incorporations. It's also importantly follow the accounting standard 5, which is net profit or loss for the period items and changes in accounting policies. So here are four subtopics. Introduction to process of incorporation of the company. There is a difference between incorporation and commencement of the company. Third, accounting for income and expenses during the pre and post incorporation period. And fourth one, the basis of allocation and apportionment of the income and expenses for the pre and post incorporation period. So there are skills we try to develop, that is a understanding the pre and post incorporation period, how we segregate, how we divide the post and pre incorporation period, how we apportion, how we do the apportionment of income and expenses for the pre and post, and we will try to understand. We'll select some basis for the allocations, which basis we select, how we select the basis, how we'll take the appropriate base for the allocation of expenses. Sometimes we'll take a sales is a base, sometimes we'll take a time base, or sometimes we'll go with the according to the nature of expenses. So we'll just move towards the third chapter. Third chapter deal with the company's final account. So there are two subtopics: preparation of company's final account, forms and contents as per the provision of Schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013 with the amendment for the relevant academic years. So there are important adjustments are there. So we'll solve here. We'll try to solve the problems here. We'll try to understand the concept with the solving various problems. Understand the revised format of company's final account, and we'll solve the practical problems. In chapter number 4, valuation of shares. So there are fundamental analysis are there. So concept of valuation of shares, why we need to evaluate the shares, which are the factors which are affecting to the valuation of shares. There are various valuation models are there, net asset methods, yield basis method, fair valuation method. So these are the valuation methods will be calculating or segregating on the basis of time factors or time value factors. So we'll try to understand the concept of need of valuation of shares and understand the method of valuation of shares. So these are the four chapters we'll try to understand in the third semester of SYBCOM. So here are some reference books, some evaluation methods are as below. You can see on the screen. So chapter number 1, MCQ based or small practical examples. Then because first chapter is absolutely theory chapters, but you will get some practical practical applicable sums are there, real case studies are there. Chapter number 2, practical problems. Chapter number 3, practical problems, written test and MCQs. You can see in chapter number 2 and chapter number 3 they are associated with the practical problems, and chapter number 4 deal with the written test, again the theory chapters, the report writing on the evaluation of shares and the company's forms, its latest annual reports, and external exam according to the university examination pattern. Here is the reference book for you. So list of reference books on your screen, but most probably people are using some textbooks from the various publications available in city to city. So thank you so much for the watching or attending this session.